deflected. Oh, it's hit the post, and Lennon has equalised.
Eriksson, Ali's there again.
Oh, what a goal! It's Danny Rose on his Premier League debut with a memorable strike.
Son has scored it! Kevin Son buries it beyond Anderson.
Kane goes for it. Oh, what a goal from Harry Kane!
They're slipping, they're sliding, it's in! Lucas Moura with the hat-trick goal! Spurs are going to the Champions League final for the first time in their
Hello and welcome back to the Monday Night Spurs Show, episode 2. Joining me tonight, we've got Gaz. How you doing, mate?
All good, Sil. How are you?
All good after yesterday. Absolute buzzing day out. Brilliant to return back to the lane. How did you find it yesterday? Good returning, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was just really nice to actually be back in the stadium. Full capacity crowds as well. It was just brilliant. Really nice to be back in a stadium again.
I mean, we've had such a dark cloud over us with Mourinho, and then once Mourinho left, we've had the dark cloud about the Harry Kane transfer saga. And just to get one over on Man City yesterday, get one over on Pep, it was just a massive relief, wasn't it, to win yesterday? It weren't just about beating Man City, but it was almost a middle finger to Harry Kane as well, wasn't it? To tell him it's not the Harry Kane show. It's all about Tottenham Hotspur as well. The club comes first.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I think yesterday's performance showed that.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at who played on the pitch, and the tactics were just looked more organised. Everyone looked disciplined, and and it just showed we played as a team yesterday, and then obviously that's going to help us throughout the season, hopefully.
And so, what did you think about the lineup? I mean, technically, you could say it was our full strength team. I mean, they are the fittest players right now. We've got our new signings, but of course they're not fit yet. So, was you a bit nervous about the team, or is it the best Nuno could have done at this moment in time?
I think it probably was. I mean, probably the fittest team, but I mean, there's probably one or two players who didn't join from day one. Obviously, Højbjerg was still with Denmark at the Euros there, but I mean, he's professional anyway. He just comes back. He loves his football. He'll play every day if he could. It's a sort of character that he is. But yeah, I think that squad there. I mean, if they was able to get 3 points against Man City, whether that was our full strength team going into this game or not. I mean, during the season, I don't think we're going to see that team throughout. It'll chop and change quite a bit, I feel.
Yeah.
But I think Nuno did well. I think credit goes to him, and obviously the players responded well. So yeah, I think it's probably as best as what Nuno would take it.
Yeah, the team was unchanged from the Arsenal side. Played in the Mine series. Was there anyone that you was worried about starting? I mean, it was Tanganga's that big game for Tanganga, of course. I mean, still doesn't know his position yet. Skip's first game in the Premier League. I think he's played in the Premier. I think he started for us before, but since he's returned to Spurs, obviously it's his first game back. Was there anyone who was worried about starting, or was you confident in them all?
I think when you look at how we've underperformed last year, I know you had Dyer and Sanchez who were poor last year, and now they're starting again against a big team like Man City. But then again, they played pretty well in the fixture last week against Arsenal.
Yeah.
So I looked at that. I said, well, if they can carry this on into this City game, then I think they do well. But I think everyone was. I think it was every Spurs fan's nightmare having Dyer and Sanchez at the back. But I think having them two at the back and playing really well together, I think really helped. I think they were probably the only two concerns, to be fair. I think Tanganga never seems to put a foot wrong when he plays. I think Skip was a little concerning as well. Bearing in mind I know he did well. He was fantastic at Norwich last season. But the question is, when you're thrown straight into the starting 11 up against Man City on the opening day,
against the champions.
that's what I'm saying. They're defending champions as well. So I think Skip did really well yesterday. Proved everyone wrong. We know he's a good player. We know he's capable of doing it. But at the big time, obviously, that was a question to be asked. But I think he did well. I think everyone did well yesterday. I think everyone had a good game.
Yeah, I mean, we could be here all day and single everyone out. But one thing we could say, if this was Mourinho's lineup, like if the same team played and it was Mourinho in charge, I'd be a lot more worried because Nuno's had time with Bergwijn, Dele Alli, Dyer, Sanchez. He's had time on the training ground with them. You can really see how much they've improved, especially Dyer and Sanchez. If this was a Dyer and Sanchez under Mourinho, I don't think it would have been a 1-0 Spurs yesterday. I think it could have been the complete opposite.
Yeah, I think Mourinho probably would have gone for 3 at the back yesterday.
Yeah,
up against City. I think probably player would have brought in was Joe Rodon, or maybe if he had Romero in his team, he probably would have started him. But I forgot to mention there Dele as well. I think played better because obviously looking at the performance last week against Arsenal, I wanted someone like Lo Celso to step up instead, but he went for Dele, and I think he done all right yesterday as well.
Yeah.
Really well, but like you say, this was last season. I mean, I know we beat Man City at home last season, but yeah, I mean, if Mourinho was still in charge and we were still in the the dark cloud, the patchy form back then, I don't think we would have won yesterday. Definitely not.
So I think we'll start with the first half, and it was a shaky start. It looked like Man City were the better team. They had a lot of the ball, but when we did have the ball, or when we was trying to get near the ball, I think the first significant thing was Tanganga with his crunching tackles. I think in the first minute he had a crunching tackle on Raheem Sterling, and it really got the fans going, and it really got everyone excited. What did you think of Tanganga yesterday?
Oh, he was superb, absolute class. He was brilliant. I think, like I say, he just doesn't seem to put a foot wrong when he plays. He's just professional. When he does play, he does his job. He was just an absolute unit yesterday. I think what it looked like City doubled up on him yesterday. It looked like Sterling and Grealish both tried getting the better of him, but I think they both underestimated Tanganga.
I think Pep did.
I think they underestimated him, and but he done well against them both. He was well disciplined, aggressive, like you say as well, and his tackles were just well timed as well. So I think he's more than capable of being our first choice right back for the new season.
Yeah, going into the season, I was always worried about that right back position. I always thought it's almost our weakness, our Achilles heel. I think every team will go down that right hand side, whether it's Aurier or Doherty.
Yeah.
Even Tanganga I was worried about, and he had a great game. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to put them performances in every week. But that performance yesterday really did make me a lot more confident. He was linked with a loan move to Galatasaray. Do you think that's out the window now?
I think I've just seen on Twitter, actually. I think Nuno's made a U-turn on that and said, no, he's going to stay. I think he's going to stay, fight for that right-back spot, try and make it his. But don't forget, he's a good centre-back as well. So he could probably play in a back three, right-sided centre-back in a back three.
Yeah.
So, there's a bit of versatile there as well, which Nuno obviously wants.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it helps us Spurs fans as well. We want to see a bit of versatility at the club as well.
Was you worried? We'll come on to the second half. But first, was you worried when Tanganga come off and Matt Doherty come on? Was you worried then?
A little bit, yeah. I did say to the fella next to me, I said, I don't know why he's taking Tanganga off. Like, he's had such a good game. And obviously, this is like the, 84th, 85th minute. City are pressing for an equaliser here. So why change something if it's not broken? Why try and fix it? But I mean, even Doherty come on, done quite a good job. Everyone just looked really fired up yesterday, even the subs, even Doherty, even Romero. I know Romero only got like 3 or 4 minutes, but I think that was a test for Romero because City are pressing for an equaliser, throwing bodies forward. And if Romero really needs to be tested, I think that was the real test for him. But he looked like he didn't have to cope with too much anyway. So, but yeah, the game just sort of rode itself out. And obviously we came away with the 3 points.
My dad was saying earlier, imagine what Galini, Romero and Gil, them walking out on the pitch today, like even just in the dugout, imagine what they were thinking when they saw all the flags waving, the singing. It was just that atmosphere. I've not seen nothing like that in a long time at Spurs.
No, same. But the thing is,
buzzing.
The thing is, though, the atmosphere was positive.
Yeah.
Everyone just looked really excited. Everyone looked pleased to be back. And you think, considering like the dark cloud we've had under Mourinho and what we all went through, what we're witnessing last season, I mean, watching it at home, and just screaming at our tellies about how poor the performances under Mourinho and things like that.
Yeah.
To just seeing that positivity that Nuno pumps in and around clubs, and we can feel it as fans.
Yeah.
And obviously it helps. It helps so much. It's going to help us fans, and it's going to help the players as well. It's going to help the team, help the club. And it's just this is going to be a cycle of positive energy pumping around the club, which is good, and that's what we need.
Yeah. So obviously, us being in the ground, we could feel the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Great. On Match of the Day, it obviously looked good as well.
Yeah.
What I've got now, I've got the Radio 5 live commentary of the Human Sun goal. So I'm going to play that now, so everyone gets to hear that. All right. So the screen's going to go black, but you will be able to hear the commentary, and it will be with Karen Carney, who we did see yesterday, didn't we?
Sorry, yeah.
All right, guys. So if you're listening to this now, you are going to hear the Radio 5 live commentary of Humming Son's goal yesterday against Manchester City.
Torres leaping for it, he's beaten by Skip. Now Bergwijn's able to run it forward for Tottenham into the Manchester City half. Gives it to Son on the right hand side, there's not much support. Now the white shirts are arriving. Son up against Aki onto his left foot, goes for goal, he's found a corner and scored to give Tottenham the lead. An explosion of noise inside the stadium. The Spurs are 1-0 up against the champions. Somehow that shot from the angle found a way beyond Ederson and in, and it's Tottenham 1, Manchester City 0.
And they've deserved it how they came out the second half.
Oh, real, wasn't it, mate? You can really feel the atmosphere there. What did you think then when the goal went in? Was you worried about VAR? Or was it just jumping up and down? What was you thinking?
So can you say that again? Tell you breaking up, mate.
Hang on, mate. I'll wait for you to come back.
You're still breaking up.
You hear me now?
That's better. I can hear you clear now.
No. So what was you thinking after the Humming Song goal went in?
Like, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, all good. Hear me?
I still can't hear you. You're breaking up.
All right. I'll remove you and put you back. So we'll try and get Gary back. Hear me now?
I'm back. Yeah, here we go.
That's better.
Yes.
So once the Humming Song, yeah, all good. So once the Humming Song goal went in, what was you thinking? Was you worried about VAR, or was you just jumping up and down? What was your initial thoughts?
It's just jumping up and down, really, just celebrating the goal, really cheering loudly. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a shock to see it go in, to be honest with you. I mean, if you was, from a City fan's point of view, you've got to say to yourself, that's a shit goal to concede, really. It's just sort of crept in all the way into that bottom corner there. And when I saw the replay, Ruben Diaz, like, what's he trying to do? I don't know if it might have come up, like, nicked off Nathan Ake or someone as it sort of crept in. I don't know, it might have deceived him. But I mean, well, goal's a goal, and, we're going to take it.
Yeah, I mean, when it went in, it was really weird because obviously when we was down the other end, when it went in, it takes you a few seconds to realise what's happened. Once it went in, it was just brilliant being in that south stand. Every time there's a goal, the south stand is the place to be in that wall. Yeah. We had great seats, didn't we? We had brilliant seats.
Yeah, brilliant seats. Yeah, they were good, and yeah, it was loud. I could hear my eardrums vibrating. The atmosphere just went right through. It was just brilliant. Just such a good end to be at, really, and especially on a game like that as well, a big game, and the first game back after so long for all the fans. So yeah, it was just brilliant day out yesterday.
Okay, so moving on to a bit of a not a downer, but something else that it needs to be discussed. We're all sick of it.
Yeah.
No Harry Kane in the squad yesterday. What did you make of it? Right decision? Or just tell me what you're thinking overall.
Well, I think I don't know. I reckon I don't think it's more of a case. He's forcing a move. I don't personally think he's trying to force a move. If he wants to move on, fine. But if he doesn't get a move this season, I don't think he's going to begrudge it. I don't think he's going to say like, I wanted to move on. I don't want to play you no more. Blah blah blah, and things like that. But I think it was more for fitness than anything. You got to think they reckon he was due back training last Monday, was it, or whenever it was, and obviously never returned until the Friday before the game.
Yeah.
But I think it's more of a case of fitness. I mean, he's in the squad for the game on Thursday,
Yeah.
So I hear. But
Do you think he'll travel?
sorry.
Do you think he'll travel with the squad?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think if he's wants to get his fitness up, I think the thing is if Kane is if he's asked to play, if he's asked to be in the squad, then he will. You know, he is professional. He's not. He's not. He would do it out of spite. If he's told to play, he will play. You know, that's the sort of player he is, the person he is. But we'll just see. I mean, for me personally, I can't wait till deadline day's finished, till we know who the final squad is. You know, I mean, I kind of, in a way, I did miss it when deadline day was the day before the season started.
Yeah.
But it was a bit unfair because all the other European clubs, they didn't shut their deadline day till like the 1st of September or whenever it was.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it would have been very unfair on players like Bergwijn and Lucas Moura if they got dropped. When I heard Alistair Gold said Dele Alli and Bergwijn, they've really impressed Nuno with their fitness. Like they've really stepped up in training, and it would have left a bad taste in the squad, wouldn't it? It feels like a real unity right now. The players turning up for work, turning up to train. And if Harry Kane skips training and then comes into the starting 11, it does set a bad example, doesn't it? I mean, Kane is bigger than the club, which is definitely not the case.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I think I think the players there obviously had a chance to prove themselves as well, and I think rightly so. You know, some of them have impressed. I mean, obviously Skippy's impressed, Tanganga's impressed, and some of the flops from last season, Bergwijn, Lucas was really good, and that. Yeah, so I reckon that would have definitely left like a sour taste in some of their mouths if that would have happened personally. But then again, I don't know. We don't know what the story is behind the scenes at the moment. Kane generally might be unfit. You know, don't forget he has had the Euros and obviously got right up to the final of that Euros as well. So you think that's like, it's longer than a pre-season because these players have got to play 90 minutes for another 6 or 7 matches after the original season finishes.
Yeah.
So, probably didn't want to suffer from burnout and things like that because he's got another big season coming up as well. So, but then there's no rest really because I mean there's no major international tournament at the end of this season, but it's next year in the middle of the new season, the season after this one, it's the World Cup.
Yeah, in the winter. What did you think of Kane's silence, like not liking any Instagram posts, not congratulating the team, wishing the team good luck? Do you think that's something the board would have told him just stay quiet?
I thought that. I thought the board probably saying to Kane, look, just stay away from social media at the moment, okay? Because I think with these stories, they've got out of hand. I think maybe they have got out of hand. I think some of the stories are a bit over the top at times. But I think Kane is one of them ones who, he won't make up a big fuss. He won't go onto social media and say he wants to move. He won't. He's not one of them ones who would. There'd be a fan's social media page and it will say something like, it'll have a picture of Kane in a Manchester City shirt and Kane's official Instagram page would like it. He's not that type of person. I think he generally, I think he agrees with the board. If the board have said just stay away from social media for now until everything's all resolved, because if he does put out a status saying things like well done to the team and everything else, he'd be called a snake and all that stuff. He'd be like, where was you today? Why are you not here?
Yeah. That's what people have said. It's almost like a lose-lose situation for him right now. Wherever he tweets or puts on Instagram, whatever, there's going to be negative comments, no matter what.
Yeah, so for sure.
Shuts up.
Yeah, I think as well. I think all this come out when he was on holiday as well. I think he's a sort of fella who he's not going to make a statement while he's on holiday. He's with his kids, he's with his wife, he's with his family. He wants to enjoy a bit of he wants to unwind. And that. So, it's like anyone, if you're on holiday and then your boss rings you and saying, oh, can you just reply to my email? I know you're on holiday chilling by the pool with a cocktail, but can you, sort of just do this job for me? I'd be like, no, I'm on holiday. Fuck yeah.
So right now then, Harry Kane, staying or going?
Oh, it's a tough one. I think it wouldn't surprise me if he stays. It wouldn't surprise me if he stays and signs a contract. But even if the contract says you can leave, you can have a release clause and it would be active in January. If they said something like that, I think Kane would sign it. Because if it said the release clause won't be active until next summer, then I don't think he'd sign it. I think it's just it'd be a case. I said this earlier to my old man. I said, I don't think players know their worth. Like, I don't think they genuinely know how much they're worth. They might see in the stories that they're worth, 70, 80, maybe £100 million. And they probably don't know that. That's why a lot of these players run their contracts down. They just run it down and say, like, I want to move on, so I'm just going to see out my contract. I'll just be a free agent when it runs out.
That's what happened when then Gary Neville and Harry Kane were playing golf. Kane suggested the 100 million figure, which he's double that, really, isn't he? I mean, if there was no pandemic, Kane will be going for 200 million.
I'd say so.
Definitely £100 million player, especially with Ben White going for 50. What's Tammy Abraham going for? Like 45 million?
About 40, 45 million.
And then Lukaku, 97 million.
Yeah.
I mean, for what Harry Kane's double it easy, in the real world. And even Jack Grealish as well.
I mean, look, with Harry Kane, you're going to get a goal scorer. You're going to get someone who scores nearly week in, week out. And he also assists as well.
Yeah.
But he's an all-rounder, he's a target man. He's a complete forward. He's a poacher. Just an all-round finisher for me. So you're getting a top player there.
So you think he could stay then, but what do you want to happen? Would you rather Kane stay and we sign one striker? Would you rather him go and we get like Valhalovic and Martinez? What would you want?
I would like that personally. I'd like Kane to stay. I'd like him to come out and say he's committed for the new season, and he's going to give it his all like he always does. And if that's the case, then obviously it'll probably be better than any signing that we'll make. So if Kane's committed to just this season, if he's just committed to this one season and just works under Nuno for the year, and go from there. But if we can win some silverware this year and get back into the top four, Kane might consider his plans. He might say, "Do you know what? Yeah, it's taken a while, but But if we win a major, like a bigger, I'm not talking like, obviously I wouldn't say no to the Carabao Cup, the Europa League Conference. Kane's one of them ones who wants to win major. He wants to win the FA Cup and win the Premier League. Yeah. And if we're going to be serious and go for either one of them two, then he'll stay, and then his long-term future could be with us. Could be an absolute blessing. But for me, I would love Harry to stay, and obviously we sign another striker. But obviously, I want us to show some ambition all over the pitch, not just in one or two positions. It has to be all around the pitch, and I think this is what Nuno's trying to get at as well.
Yeah, I mean, we are going to come on to transfers, but I think that's part of the point, really. I mean, Dyer and Sanchez have had a good game. That doesn't mean we shouldn't sign the centre back. No. We should still be always looking to improve.
Yeah, for sure.
We have one good game. Sanchez or Dyer could have a shocker in September. And then we'll want a centre back again in January.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, it's true. It's very hard pleasing us Spurs fans at times.
So for me, with Harry Kane, I think he'll go, but I would want him to stay.
Yeah,
I feel like it's almost 30 goals a season. And you can't really sit. I mean, and especially with our luck with Janssen, Soldado, and whoever else. I'm not 100% convinced on the ball. Even if Paratici's convinced, I mean, we're still not sure yet on Gil, Romero, and Gallini. We don't know if they're good signings yet. Yeah, I love him to stay, but long way to go yet. Long way to go.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, come deadline day, I'll just be glad when it's all over and done with, and then we can find out who the final squad is on the 1st of September.
Exactly. So one man who I would be open to letting go, and we spoke about him already last week, is Tanguy Ndombele again. Was it in the squad, despite the fact that there are 9 substitutes now, not 7? What do you think of Ndombele? What is he going to get fit? Do you think he's in Nuno's plans? Would you cash in on him? How much would you take? What are you thinking?
Oh, it's a tough one with Ndombele. I think that's the thing. I'd like him to start. I think Nuno's the 4th manager he's worked under now, and if Nuno cannot press him to get better and fulfill his potential, and then what chance have we got? It's taken 4 managers to decide this fella's fate, and I just think if it's not working, then sell him. I'd happily take a small loss for him. 45, 50 million pounds. I'd take him. I'd even happily send him out on loan. I'd send him out on loan for the season, just get some fitness back, some confidence back, and get him into a better player at least. But the thing is, the loan, I think it just depends where you send him to. I think if you send him to someone like You know, he could easily go to someone like PSG, Barcelona, Juventus. You know, he'd go to a big club in Europe, definitely. But I would like a swap deal with someone, though. That's the thing. You know, you get Ndombele and a swap deal.
Yeah, I think that's
the
the
only
best
way.
bet.
Yeah, I
With
mean,
the Martinez.
that could be a good shout. You know, Ndombele for Martinez into Milan. That could be a good deal. I think even if bringing Aouar from Lyon, you know, if you sold Ndombele to say PSG, even if he goes there on a season-long loan, and works under Pochettino, and then we get in Aouar from Lyon, then if that's a permanent deal, and then when Ndombele comes back the following season, he'll have a former teammate there. But I think we'll just see how it goes. But I think with Ndombele, if he's just going to not be in the squad, there's no point having him there. It's just eating up wages and just turning out to be a waste of money at the moment.
It's funny, if we send him to PSG, it's almost like Pochettino signing, you try and get the best out of him at PSG because it's not working at Spurs. But Liga and probably would suit Ndombele more. I mean, he's already been there. The Premier League, you know, you ain't got the time and you ain't got the space to do what you want to do.
I just feel he's never settled here, Ndombele. He's been here for what? Three? Is it? Well, it'll be 3 seasons. It'll be his third season.
3 seasons,
yeah. In his third season now, and he just still hasn't hit the ground running for me. You know, he has. I think last season he was a bit better under Mourinho. You know, he was scoring the goals. Let's not forget he scored that worldie against Sheffield United last season, lobbing the keeper there. But I mean, sorry,
2 at Wickham in the FA Cup.
Yeah,
he come off the bench and changed the game. But
yeah, he did. To be fair, yeah, but I don't know. It's a tough one. I think if he can't get into the pre-season squads, bearing in mind he's had no Euros to go to this year either.
Yeah, he should be. He should be fit.
Yeah, you'd think so. Or is it a case of it'll be worth the wait sort of scenario? Are they seriously giving this boy like special treatment, like serious? Because I mean, I've seen the video of him. He looks a lot slimmer.
Yeah.
He looks so much more slimmer, much more lean. So I think you know, maybe he's working on his fitness, but maybe it's taken a bit longer than what it should. But we'll see. I mean, if he's going to come back, you know, like the player that we want him to be, then yeah, I'm happy to wait. I'm happy to wait. If they say we probably won't see him until September after the international break, but by then he's going to be a superstar.
I'd accept that. Yeah, I'll be patient.
Yeah, I would accept that. But if they're going to say, "No, we've tried hard. We've tried so many methods. It's not going to work. We might as well sell him." I'll go, well, either way, whatever the club thinks best. But I just hope we get a decent replacement.
I ran a poll on the Monday Night Spurs Twitter account, and 86% said they'll sell him. 86%.
Yeah.
So the fan base, I think they've had enough as well. I mean, we all know he's a quality player. You can tell he's got the quality. But I think right now, if this is a rebuild, you can't rebuild around players that aren't fit. That is the main problem.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I can get everyone's frustration about Ndombele. You know, you spent big money on a player and he's not even in the squad. You know, you've got players like Oliver Skip from the academy beating Ndombele. But the thing
he
is,
had a bad injury, didn't he, Skip?
He had an injury. I believe he had surgery over the summer as well, but he's come back fit as a fiddle and stronger, if anything.
Yeah. All right, then. So let's talk about the transfer window.
Yeah.
I'll read you some names out, what I've heard, and you tell me if you've heard anything about it and what you think. So the first one was Pau Torres from Villarreal.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
I've heard about that one. Yeah. I think that's a bit. Yeah. I mean, I've not seen too much of Pau Torres, if I'm being honest with you, but I've heard some good things about him as well. I feel like it could be a possible swap deal. I mean, obviously, I know we've sold 1/4 to Villarreal, and obviously Pau Torres could come the other way. It could be a bit of a sweetener there. But I don't know too much about Pau Torres, if I'm being honest. But like I say, sounds like he's a good player. I've heard somewhere though he wants a Champions League club. Obviously Villarreal's in the Champions League this year for winning Europa League.
Yeah.
So I think he'll probably stay at Villarreal. I don't think he'll move on.
It's big money for a player that he probably wouldn't come straight into the starting lineup for Spurs, would he?
No, I mean, I know we've got Romero there. I know they're looking to sign another centre back of Romero's quality and that, but I don't think they're going to spend big money on another centre back like that.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I know about Pau Torres is that he's left-footed, so it does give you more balance as that partnership.
Yeah, definitely.
I know we do need a top drawer centre back, but I don't think he will be the answer right now, especially for that kind of money. And I think Romero is the main man. And it looks like that does bring me onto that Milinkovic from Fiorentina.
Yeah.
That looks more of a Daniel Levy deal, doesn't it? I think he's got 1 year left on his contract.
Yeah.
Thereafter, I think between 18 to 20 million.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about him. Do you know anything about this one?
Again, not really, no. But yeah, I know he's a Serbian. But Fiorentina, not really. Don't know a lot about him. I heard he had talks with West Ham not too long ago, and I think the talks broke down.
Yeah.
Obviously, it must be. His agent must have had talks with Tottenham.
He's doing a Willian. He's doing a Willian, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah, probably. But yeah, I don't know. Interesting one that. But some fans, I mean, I think he's tall. He's quite a tall lad. He's like 6'4", 6'5". Yeah, quite a tall lad.
Big guy. Yeah. The next one is Tomiyasu, but in the last half hour, apparently we're pulled out of the deal for Tomiyasu. So okay. I'm not sure if that's to do with Tanganga or if we're going to make the move for that Milinkovic bloke. But it's a weird one at Tomiyasu, been linked to him for ages, a bit like the Kim Min Jae deal that never happened last year.
Yeah, it is feel quite similar. Yeah, it's always the players from that region, isn't it? Japan, South Korea, and that. But Tommy, I was convinced that he was coming. I thought he was going to be one of our first signings.
Yeah.
I think they was under the impression that they wanted Tomiyasu in before he went to the Olympics.
And he picked up again, I think, Tomiyasu at the Olympics.
I think I read somewhere there. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if they make a deadline day move for that Tomiyasu. Because it was a bit like the Nkudu situation. You know, he was linked with Nkudu for so long. You know, the deal was on, then it was off. Then, you know, it stalled. Then he was in talks again. And then in the end, he come on deadline day and he just turned out to be another wasted signing as well.
Session was like that, wasn't he? That deal went on for ages. And I think that was done deadline day or the day before deadline day.
But yeah. It was deadline day. Sessegnon, Lo Celso was another one as well. We was linked with Lo Celso for such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I reckon that Tomiyasu one could be a deadline day thing, you know. But again, I think with Tanganga stepping up yesterday, I think it'll be difficult for Tomiyasu to actually get into the team.
Yeah.
I mean, Aurier won in the squad yesterday. I can only imagine that he's going to be moving on again this summer.
Mm-hmm.
I think Doherty will stay. Obviously, it's someone that Nuno worked so well with at Wolves, and I think he's going to get another chance.
Mm-hmm.
So he could come in again. It offers versatile as well. They said he can play centre back, Tomiyasu, as well as a right back. So, but we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if that deal don't go through. Probably not the right time for that to happen.
Yeah. So, where are we up to? That's another strange one. Apparently, Tottenham are after a midfielder. One name got linked with last week was James Ward-Prowse. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I like Ward-Prowse. I do like him. Obviously, we was talking about him at the time at the Euros and all that, and it was a bit of a shock that he never got called up.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, we'll have one of the best dead peas. What is it called? Deadball specialist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be a brilliant addition there. But yeah, I think it'd be good. Obviously, it helps with the homegrown rotor as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Ward-Prowse. I've always liked Ward-Prowse anyway. So do a swap deal with Harry Winks, hopefully.
Yeah. With Nuno, apparently, he wanted to play with two up front, didn't he? That's
I've heard that.
But obviously, we started with a 4-3-3 yesterday.
Yeah.
But maybe in a 4-3-3, Ward-Prowse would fit that with Højbjerg and Skip. I could see that working compared to a two-man holding midfield. I couldn't see Ward-Prowse doing that with Højbjerg. I don't think he's strong enough. What do you think?
I don't know. I think I don't know who his midfield partner is at Southampton. It's Romeo, is it?
Yeah, Romeo.
I don't know who the other one is, but I think they're a two-man midfield at Southampton. It's him and Romeo, and then they play with an attacking midfielder or two strikers, because it used to be Danny Ings and Che Adams last year.
Stuart Armstrong, yeah.
He's a winger, I believe. I don't think he's a centre mid. Could be wrong, but I thought he was a winger.
Yeah, it's a weird one. We're probably missing out someone
Maybe I can't think. Any Saints fan watching, if you can just drop us a message who your best starting 11 is, because I can't think off the top of my head.
They need one. They need a midfielder. They can have Winksy, can't they?
Yeah, you can have Winks if you want. Yep, you can have Winks.
Yeah. Another one we've been linked with a player I've never heard of either, Nandez from Cagliari. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Know anything about that one?
I don't know. I did read in the past hour or so, Sky Italy reckon they were close to offering a £10 million loan fee with a £20 million obligation to buy.
It's a big loan fee, isn't it? It's a big.
Yeah, 10 mil. But if it's going to be made permanent, like if it's an obligation to buy, then yeah, I think you can afford to do big loan fees there. But I think it's just to save a bit of money and get in some good players. But yeah, I don't know too much about him. I know he's from Uruguay, but I'm not sure. I don't know if he's...
I'm not expecting you to know anything. But one of the weird ones that I've heard today from Fabrizio, he was on another YouTube channel. He said that we are linked with Patrick Bamford. He's not a priority, but he is on the list of players we're looking at. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, I mean, obviously not a Harry Kane replacement in my opinion, but I think he would be a definitely good option. You know, come off the bench or even play alongside Kane and all that. Yeah, I think Bamford would be a good shout, definitely. But Bamford, the other one I would like to see as well is Calvert Lewin. I don't know if he's going to mention him or not. I did see only a slight rumor that we was linked with him. It's not making heavy news on social media or any headlines, but I think, Calvert Lewin, Bamford, obviously both being English strikers as well. I would like that. I would like to see an English striker partner with Kane or be the backup to Kane, because I think it just looked really good. But obviously, both of them know how to score goals, both prolific goal scorers. So, but yeah, Bamford, I'll probably take that, definitely. But as I say, Calvert Lewin, Bamford, if we are linked with Calvert Lewin, not Harry Kane replacements, in my opinion, though.
Yeah, I think it's going to, even Bamford, I think it's going to be a lot of money to get him out of Leeds. But it's going to be a lot of money for him to mainly probably sit on the bench. He's not going to keep Sonny out of the squad, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Other players, apparently, the Spurs are really trying to get Sissoko out the door, but it's not happening right now. But we're trying to get Sissoko out and Aurier out. Apparently, no one's interested in Serge Aurier right now, which is... I mean, he's got a bit of value, I suppose. I think he's in his final year, so I think there's about 10, 15 million pound player in there to get rid of.
I think Aurier. I think his time's up now at Spurs. I mean, the thing is, for right, but he did score a few goals.
He got forward.
I think his crossing was good. I just think defending wise, just a bit too clumsy for me,
especially in games.
Yeah, I think he probably would have struggled in that City game yesterday. I think Sterling, Grealish doubling up on him. I don't think he would have done the job Tanganga did yesterday. But then again, I don't know. It might be. I think he's really pumped some belief into some of these players. I think that's what they've needed, a bit of belief. But yeah, Sissoko. I think I don't know. It probably wouldn't bother him if he moved on or not. I think he would probably like to, but I think the best we're going to get for Sissoko is a loan deal.
Yeah, just loan him out till his contract's done.
Yeah, loan.
Don't know how long he's got left.
Same with Aurier. So I think Sissoko might have 2 years left or a year left.
Yeah,
but Aurier, he has got 12 months left. Even if he just went out on loan, just see out his contract and then just do whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna be talking about the same players next week when we talk about transfers again.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the Conference League then. We are previewing 2 games tonight. We've got Pacos de Ferreira on Thursday, and then we've got Wolves away Sunday. So
yeah,
let's talk about the Conference League then. Are you looking forward to it, or are you just gonna not too bothered?
Well, no, obviously I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna try and watch every Spurs game I can, whether it's in the Conference League or not. But I mean, it's something different. Look forward to see. Hopefully, we'll see Kane getting some minutes in that game. That's if he is. I mean, I've heard he's included in the squad, so I think he will. If he does play, it'd be good to see. But yeah, I think it's just a football game to watch. So we'll just see what happens. I think some young players will play as well. I think Scarlett might get some minutes. I think Piscotty, Niall John could all get some minutes. I think this is the sort of game Sissoko and Aurier and Winks and all them will play.
Yeah.
So we could have a chance of losing.
Yeah. So I've gone for my predicted lineup. So you can give me a bollocking if you think it's wrong, right or wrong.
Go on.
For Gallini in goal.
Yeah.
Doherty right back.
Yeah.
I've gone Rodin and Romero. I'm not too sure, but I've gone Rodin Romero.
Could happen, yeah.
Ben Davis left back.
Yeah.
I've gone Winks and the Celsos are 2. And then Gill, Lucas, Clark, and then Dane Scarlett up front. What do you think about that?
Yeah, you could be right. There are probably 1 or 2 surprises there. Jack Clark just doesn't seem to start for us. He could start. I don't know. I don't know what Nuno's thinking. He probably doesn't want to. I don't think he'll want to start key players.
That's why they've Son out mainly.
I don't think Son will feature, but I think I think this would be a good game for someone like Scarlett to shine in as well. Hopefully get some goals in this competition. build his confidence up. Obviously, if Kane does play, then it'd be good. If Kane is with that squad, the matchday squad, will he start? Will he be on the bench? What do you think?
That's a good point. Yeah, because if he's working on his fitness, maybe in playing, it's not the worst thing to happen. I mean, get like I said, get 45 minutes in.
Yeah,
maybe get us 2-3-0 up at half time. I mean, don't want to jinx it, but and then take him off and prepare him for Wolves on the Sunday. But
yeah,
for me, I think he might travel. I don't think he'll play. But that's just me.
Well, I don't know. Well, you could say that. I think Kane will probably work on his fitness, and he probably won't play. I mean, if he's fit, if he declares himself fit and available to play for Wolves, Nuno might think, okay, well, we won't make you play the full match. Then he probably come off on the bench, probably play half an hour. Play about half an hour and score a goal, and then you'll probably be in the squad for Sunday against Wolves.
One player I am looking forward to seeing, I think we will see him as well, is Brian Gill. You looking forward to seeing Gill?
Oh yeah. He just looks an exciting talent. Looks a really good player. Looks quick. Looks like a sort of player that we've craved on that wing. We've looked for a winger like we wanted this in sort of Lamela. Lamela's overall in the 8 or 9 years he's been here, just been a bit underwhelming, I feel. But I think with Brian Gill, obviously a lot younger. What is he, 20 years old? And I think we can. I look forward to him. Yeah, for sure. I think I can just see it. I can just really see him being like an exciting prospect in the Premier League.
No,
I hope so. Anyway, I really do hope so.
I love him to have a game where it's almost impossible not to play him against Wolves. I hope he steals the show Thursday night.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I hope he's like how like Moussa Dembele was for us. The guy was just unplayable. You just couldn't get the ball off him. But I hope it's the same for Gill. I know obviously 2 different players there, but with Dembele, he kept the ball so well. But this Gill is meant to be a really good dribbler, and someone you just sort of can't get sort of that Messi type sort of player. Whether he's as good as Messi, if he's as good as Messi, then we've got a great talent there. But I call him the wing version of Luka Modric.
Yeah, I can see that, especially with mop of head.
Yeah, he looks like the fella from Big Bang Theory.
Howard, big up Howard.
That's him, yeah.
So speaking of Gill, he's the player who's replaced is Eric Lamela, and I'm not sure if you saw, but he scored 2 goals on his debut.
I saw that. Yeah, well, I see the thing on Twitter. Yeah, he got a brace on his debut. Yeah, well, fair play to Coco. He deserves it.
Yeah, I think the league suits him a lot more. I mean, especially with Seville, they probably have a lot of the football, and when they break, he's just got to get in the right positions. I think that's what he done last night. Did you see the goals last night?
I see one of his goals. One was just like a tap in, really. I mean, obviously typical Lamela goal. He always stretches, doesn't he?
Yeah, one was the stretch, and the first one was a massive deflection.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. So pretty lucky goal then.
Yeah. So back to the Conference League then. What's your score prediction for Pacos de Ferreira?
Well, I mean, we should win that game. Well, I don't know what this Paco Ferreira mob are like. They might give it a go. We could concede. I'll probably go for 3-1.
Yeah. So I think they finished 6th last year in the Portuguese league.
Yeah.
So you got Porto, Sporting Lisbon.
Porto, Sporting Lisbon, Benfica, Sporting Braga. And the other surprise package there is a team called Famalicão.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, no, they're not. But I think they had a Leicester-style season a few years back. They literally were. They were beating Sporting Lisbon. They were beating Benfica and all them. And I don't know. I don't know if they won the league or not. I think they were flying so high at one point. I think they did drop eventually, and I think they did end up in the Europa League. Funnily enough, but they did. They were flying one, absolutely flying. And people said surely they can't go on and win the league. It was like that Leicester. How Leicester won the league. People were saying surely Leicester can't win the league. It was that sort of vibe. But I think in the end they did drop out. They did have a bit of a drop.
What about that Vitória, the one Marcus Edwards played for? That's Portugal?
Yeah, that's Portugal. No, that is Portugal. Vitória. Well, I think he moved on, didn't he, Marcus Edwards?
Yeah. Did he go Holland? Maybe he did go Holland.
I'm not sure. I thought he went to another Portuguese club.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think I swear he got linked to a Sporting in Lisbon. We'll have to.
I'll have to check that. Yeah, but that was a shame letting him go. I think he could have been a really good talent. Spurs. But yeah,
it was Poch, wasn't it? That let him go. It was Poch.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, Poch or was it Mourinho? It was one of them. But I think what it is, I think they just offered good money for him, and they just said, yeah, if you want to go, you can. I mean, it's a shame because he looks a talent. But you never know. In the future, he could return. It could be like how Lukaku was when Lukaku signed for Chelsea all like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
he was 18 years old and obviously played for like Everton, Man United, Inter, and now he's back at Chelsea. If it's the same story, then hopefully,
yeah, I'm sure
we'll see him in the future.
Marcus Edwards, I'm sure he'll come good. Well, not good, but I'm sure he'll make a name for himself later on.
Yeah.
Anything else to add on Conference League before we preview Wolves?
Not really. Just get the job done against Paco Ferreira, and then we can talk more. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what sort of teams are in this Conference League. I imagine they're from like countries like Kazakhstan and Belarus.
Yeah,
probably
in Albania. So.
Yeah, the finals in Albania this year. So I could play maybe like an Albanian team or a team from like Kosovo, Serbia, Bulgaria. Probably an away trip down to like Andorra, San Marino, and Gibraltar would be nice.
In December.
It'd be brilliant. Yeah, I look forward to it. It'd be different. Yeah, and then all these obscured nations like Liechtenstein as well. It'd be different. Definitely doesn't beat Dortmund away, mind.
No, or Ajax.
Yeah.
Right, so moving on to Wolves away at the weekend. Wolves just lost 1-0 to Leicester. I only saw the brief highlights. So I know you've mentioned about Adama Traore missing some sitters this weekend. So what are you thinking ahead of the game? You think confident we'll win after beating City? Or should it be a bit tougher? I mean, Wolves will have their fans back in the stadium, so maybe that will have an impact. What do you think?
See, I've been to Molineux once, and this was under Nuno as well. For what Wolves had Nuno, and it was just hostile at Molineux, absolutely hostile. How the atmosphere was on yesterday at the Spurs grounds. Mm-hmm. How it was, that's what Molineux was like. It's just constantly loud, and they really get behind their fans. I'm not sure. I hope again we can get another win there. 6 wins out of 6 in the opening matches there. But I think with Wolves themselves, they've got a new manager. They've got a new manager from another Portuguese manager. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's I don't know. See, they could have good home form. They could be a tough ground. I know Molineux is a tough ground to go to. Can we get the win?
Leicester are a good side, aren't they? So
yeah, Leicester are a good side, but I mean, Wolves had a couple of chances. They could have equalised.
Yeah.
There, but I think Leicester just defended fairly well, and if Wolves were good finishers like they usually are, they could have easily have nicked a point in that match. I mean, Traore, like I said, had that chance. It was a 1-on-1 chance. It should have easily have equalised there. How he missed that, I don't know. But that's the thing. If they get them couple of chances there, they can score them. And if we, I know our defence improved a lot over the past couple of weeks. But if we get the same defence like we had last season, then Wolves will definitely score.
Did Raul Jimenez play?
He did play, yeah, he did. I didn't see too much of him though, but he definitely did play.
He played the full 90 minutes.
Not too sure. Couldn't tell you. I know one player who did play for him yesterday was or Saturday was a fella called Trincao.
Oh yeah, the one from Barca.
Yeah, he's on loan from there. He looked quite good. So he could be a threat. I think him and Traore both a threat. I'm not sure if Pedro Neto is fit, ready to play. Is he? He could be still out. Yeah, he could still be out. But obviously Neves is still there. Kind of Cody's still there.
Podence should be there.
I haven't seen Podence for a while actually. I don't know if he's still out injured.
So Spurs lineup, what are you thinking? Would you go same again, or maybe tweak it a bit?
Yeah, it's a strange one. He might make again. All down to Harry. Well, I think Harry Kane will be in the squad, but for me, he'd probably be on the bench. I think just stick to the same squad that beat Man City. There might be one or two changes. He probably might start Kane, Son both up top. Could see Romero play. I feel, but then again, Dyer and Sanchez both good. Tanganga was good. Working on, probably keep the back four as it is. I don't know. It'd be hard to change it. I think it'd just be hard. I think just stick to the same team that beat City.
Yeah. So score prediction then. What we got for the Man City game? I said 1-1, and you said 2-2, didn't you? You said Desmond.
I think I said 1-1.
1-1. Yeah. So what are you going for Wolves then?
Wolves. It'd be a tough place to go to. They could score. I think we'll get the win. I think we'll win that 2-1.
I'm thinking 2-1, but I'm also thinking 1-0 Spurs as well. Maybe. It might just be Son again. 1-0 might be a theme.
1-0 Son. I'll take them. If it's gonna take that now until the end of the season, 1-0 Son every week.
Yeah, it'll do my fancy football good.
Oh yeah, same. I've got Son as my captain.
Yeah. Anything else to add in, guys? We're about another 10 minutes left to go. Otherwise, we can cut it short. Anything else to add over the weekend?
Anything to do over the weekend? Not particularly. No, not really. Not that I can think of. But
nice to do this podcast with a win. I weren't expected to talk about a win this evening.
No, same. I'm still buzzing about yesterday. Still buzzing, and it was just nice. Just nice to start the season with 3 points. I mean, having Man City on the opening day defending the title, and then trying to get a win, it's a tough ask. It's a massive ask, but we've got a new manager. I didn't expect it to win. I mean, a draw. I mean, we said before the game started we'd be happy with a draw. We'll take a 0-0 draw, 1-1 draw, whatever it is. But
half time as well, didn't we?
I said I'd take this draw. I'd be happy with a 0-0. But yeah, to win 1-0, I had a feeling we were going to get a result, but I didn't expect us to sort of win and play well. I mean, the players' performance yesterday was just superb, and everyone should have their head held high after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's really got the fans on side with Nuno, isn't it? After that win, I mean,
yeah, definitely, and Nuno loved it. The passion is there. I'll tell you what, special shout out to Paratici on being in the dugout in the technical area there. Yeah,
there we go. We've got our first comment of the day. They've left it late. Are you watching Harry Kane? Are you watching Harry Kane? What did you think? What did you think of the chant yesterday? Was you singing along?
I was singing it. Yeah, are you watching Harry Kane? Yeah, it's true. Are you watching Harry Kane? I mean, you're watching your team beat the current champions at the moment. Yeah, maybe it's a new era. Maybe Kane needs to realise it's a new era. He needs to really. I hear as well. Daniel Levy's not in charge of the transfers. He's leaving that to Paratici now.
Yeah.
I think Paratici feels like that's his squad. That's why he was in the dugout. And I'm surprised to see us.
He's gone again. He done this last time. He left early. I'll keep the stream going for a couple more minutes. But are you watching Harry Kane? I mean, I was definitely part of the chant yesterday. It was a great fun. I mean, it wasn't a chant in spite of Harry Kane. It was a chant to Harry Kane and literally tell him, Harry Kane, this is what you could have.
Sorry, it just cut out there. I was just saying, just before I cut out there, Tel, I was really surprised to see Steve Hitchens celebrate Go Mad as well.
Yeah, no, I sent it to my dad. Even I was shocked when I saw it. He was loving it, wasn't he?
Absolutely loving it. See, I don't know any other director of football that does that, like in Paratici, to go into the dugout there and really go mad, like really get involved and all that. I think he's just a passionate man. It's just in his blood.
And they sit in the dugout. It's quite unusual, isn't it? They normally sit with like Levy.
They sit with Levy, yeah. I don't know if they probably do. I think they just got bored with Levy and just said, "Sod it, we're going to sit next to Newton. It looks exciting down there."
Yeah, it's a good laugh. Yeah. But with the Harry Kane chant, it was more to Harry Kane and just say like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Like the atmosphere, the flags waving about. It's just, is that what he wants to throw away? You know, I mean, if you like we said, I think people have said it on Twitter. Going to Man City is like losing your virginity to a prostitute, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not the same, is it?
Yeah, it's not the same, no.
Yeah, I've still got my flag here. Let's get the flag out one more time. You still got your flags?
Yeah, I've left mine in the car. I give one away today, but I've still got mine, yeah.
But cracking day yesterday.
Yeah, it's great.
It was a horrible fixture. In hindsight, wasn't it? It was a horrible fixture. I mean, but to win, there's no better fixture to win apart from Arsenal, of course.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
Here we go. Barshar's give us one more comment. He thinks Spurs will finish in top 4 this season. It's a brave comment. What do you think, Gaz? Top 4?
I think it depends who stays, who goes, and who comes in.
Yeah, definitely depends on the rest of the transfer window.
Yeah.
No signing. If he's got no signings and Kane stayed, that's still not enough, is it? We need Kane to stay.
If Kane stays, I think we'll just need 2 more players, 1 or 2 more players, another striker, maybe another midfielder.
I think midfield now. Yeah, I love Skip and Højbjerg, but I don't think they could do it over 38 games. You know.
We'll see what happens. We've got a big season coming up anyway.
Yeah, you know. But
okay.
As a prediction then for the season, where are we finishing?
At the moment, with the squad now and Kane stays, I'd say top 6.
Yeah, but I think I'll take that right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough league with Sancho going United and Varane going United, Lukaku going Chelsea. Who else is there? Has there been big signings? Liverpool got Konate, they strengthened.
Konate, yeah, and like Leicester have strengthened as well. I mean, they've got a couple of players.
So it's going to be really hard to break in that top 4 again. But if Nuno does it, that's some job. That is a massive achievement.
Yeah, for sure. I look forward to it. I look forward to seeing how Nuno works with this squad. I'm looking forward to it massively.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing about the season. I'm looking forward to Thursday night already. I'm looking forward to Sunday. I
am. I mean, last season we just got a bit fed up. We just want the season over. We just can't be bothered anymore. But now it's like I can just feel the energy from Nuno.
We'll leave it with one more question. It's from Barsha again. Thanks for your comments, mate. I'll hopefully see you on next Monday's stream as well. So every Monday, 9 p.m. And the final comment is, do you think Spurs can win the Conference League? Gaz,
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's winnable, definitely. I think if you can't win Europa League, go for the conference. But what you've got to remember as well, the teams that drop out of the Europa League will come into the conference.
That'll be teams like Getafe and Genk and hopefully a few countries that are a bit more attractive to visit, you know?
Yeah. All right, I'm sorry, I've got to go now, mate. All right.
Yeah, all right. And so we'll leave it there for tonight's show. Thank you for watching. For those of you that tuned in. Barsha, thanks for your comments. You've been brilliant, mate. And we'll see you back here Monday next week at 9 p.m. Come New Spurs.
See you then.
See you a bit, mate.
See you, mate. Bye-bye.